The morning of Friday, February 14th, 2025, I headed up to Omer. Plan was to meet the loggers, Howard and Randy, to get the next step of the habitat project in motion. They're going to log off some white pine for us, so I wanted to lay my eyes on the land with them. But as you can see, the road was pretty sketchy, and then coming into camp here got pretty sketchy too, and turned the corner here and kind of had to give it a little gas, and thankfully the snow wasn't too heavy or too wet. I was able to make it in, so wasn't too sure about this, but thought if I could make it up to the pine trees it would be shallower snow, and it was. So luckily it wasn't too heavy. And then so I hopped out, shoveled the snow, got the snow away from the door, got my boots and stuff, got some wood in, emptied out the wood stove ashes, and then started trying to get her heated up so I could have some lunch and wait for the loggers to show up. I'm up here at deer camp. Today is Friday, February 14. Got Howard Fabrini meeting me. We're gonna go over the timber plan. Taking off some white pine, trying to get the fire ripping here. It's about 17 to 20 degrees outside right now, so it's about the same in here. Sunny, got about 12 to 14 inches of snow probably. A little bit hairy getting in, but made it. And I don't think I'll have a problem getting out. It's just a matter of how much driving around you want to do, I guess. It's not super ideal, but 4x4 you can make it. So plan is today to at least get our eyes on the timber and the white pines that we're gonna look at taking out, and then kind of give them a layout of our plan that we have that we want to do for trails and stuff. We'll have the mulcher come in after that, but just to kind of give Howard a layout, and that we want to do how much canopy we want to take off, because he was talking 50%, and I don't think we want to go that much, although it's probably beneficial for the long term. We're just trying to get a fair amount of sunlight and get these super big pines out of here. So that's kind of the tack, but I'll tell him today and we'll see what he has to say. But he's the expert, so we're kind of learning as we go. But I'll show you hopefully some of these pines that we're gonna look at taking out, so that we can get the sunlight in, open up the ground, let the newer, younger stuff grow up a little, and we'll go from there. So he's supposed to be here anytime now, so hopefully we can get rolling. And probably not going to walk too much because the snow is so deep, but trying to get this project on the books get it done before April 10th. So time is of the essence, I guess. So we'll see you out there. As I'm sitting here waiting for Howard, trying to get some heat in this place. This is kind of why you come to deer camp. Friday afternoon. Got some venison sausage, some beverages, and we're good to go. Loggers ended up being a little bit later than previously scheduled, and they had the log truck, so I said, hey, come on, let me go and pick you up so you don't have to drive down this road. So I got in the truck, backed out, went back out and picked them up down by the high school, and then we came in and rode the road and kind of checked stuff out. But you can see there's a fair amount of snow here, and it wasn't always like smooth going. There's a couple times where I thought, oh no, I got my shovel, but I don't want to use it. But This is kind of some of the pines we're looking at. There's a lot of them, probably 500-600 of them that are about this size out there throughout the forest. And we just want to thin them out. These couple are at camp. They're going to stay, but that's the gist of it. I didn't get any video in the field because we kind of got on a time crunch, and with their breakdown, we're just running a little bit behind. And the snow was pretty heavy too and deep, and so just really wasn't conducive to stopping and talking all the time. So I didn't take the video, but you get the idea. So as we came in, Howard was thankful that I came and picked him up because he's like, yeah, we wouldn't have been able to make it in a log truck down here. But so we came in on this top corner, and we just kind of slowly cruise the road and kind of looked in the woods, and they were getting a good idea what the size of the trees were and stuff. And we kind of just started to make a plan of where he was going to start. And what they got is a machine with a head on it. So it's a processor right on the head, and it grabs a tree, cuts the tree, runs the limbs off, cuts it in 8-foot lengths, and then they set the 8-foot lengths by where they're working, and then they go back in with a, they call it a buggy, but it'll hold 2 huge trees, and then they want to get them out to a landing zone, or I guess, yeah, they call it the landing zone, where they log pile them, 100-foot long by 10, 12-foot high or so, and then they pick them off from there. So we're going to go in, take the trees that are 14 inches and above, which is going to leave us quite a few trees, and then there's going to be the huge ones that we probably won't take either. So he said I can't process them because no chainsaws here. It's just with that processor. So he's going to be able to kind of cut trails too as he goes. So we're going to start on the triangle piece and then move over to the more square piece, and then follow these green lines, which will do 2 things. It will cut the trails that we had already anticipated on cutting, and then it'll give us pockets of where we're taking out the timber and getting the sunlight to the ground to really begin the regeneration of and the regrowth of the successional growth and the new stuff that's not pine. So we're going to kill a lot of birds with one stone on this project. Actually, it's going to look like you wore your hair longer for a long time, but we're gonna trim it down and get the corners tight and make it nice and short, and then you'll have the opportunity to grow back, basically is what it is, and the deer are gonna love it. So the overall project won't exactly be like this, but this is our map that we're gonna work off of, and we're gonna try and adhere to this as close as possible, and he'll clear out the plots that we need and all that good stuff. So it'll be a 2 to 3 week, probably more like a 3-week project. So stay tuned. I'll keep you updated as best we can, and looking forward to it. Let's go get them.